Now at 5, how money issues at Fort Scott Community College are impacting hiring and scholarships. Plus, McDonald County High School students prepare to perform a play written by one of their own. And the special counsel investigating President Biden over his handling of classified documents releases its report.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Fort Scott Community College is having money troubles and it's affecting hiring and scholarships. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Dow Quick. KOAM's Amber Jenkins learned more about what caused the problem. She joins us in the studio.
After calculating expenditures from the previous fiscal year, Fort Scott Community College administration realized that the college was $1 million in debt. The president, Jason Kelsler, says college officials discovered the issue in December. He blames credit card spending and not sticking to the purchasing approval policy caused the problem. To combat the deficit, a freeze on the spending and hiring is in place.
Our purchasing policy as it relates to going and getting the prior approvals and making sure that that we follow the actual processes that are in place. And so really, we have decided that we're going to cut back on our use of credit cards.
President Kegler says there's no suspicion of criminal wrongdoing. Fort Scott Community College plans to hold a community discussion on February 21st at 5:30 p.m. about the deficit and how they're going to overcome it. Dow, back to you.
Amber, thanks. Theater students at McDonald County High School are preparing for their performance for a show that has been written, cast, and directed by one of their peers. Rebecca Lilly is a McDonald County senior with a passion to write. She wrote the show when she was 16. It dramatizes her struggles as a writer, dealing with writer's block. Rebecca says she's had the full support of her fellow students and theater teacher throughout this entire process.
I love writing. I love weaving stories and trying to put down what's in my head on paper. So I don't know why I do it, because writing's stressful. And I feel like I spend a lot of time being like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to connect these two parts, but I love it, so I do it anyway.
Students will perform tomorrow at McDonald County High School, and for $10, you can watch the show and eat dinner. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now with a first look at the weather.
So we had a pretty windy day today and yesterday, but temperatures are good. It's 68 in Joplin right now, not a cloud in sight. We do still see that wind sticking around for the remainder of the day today and into tomorrow morning. Pretty fast, gusts still getting up to about 40 miles per hour. No rain right now, but we are tracking the next system coming in tomorrow evening right over here, and it's going to be making its way into our area starting tomorrow afternoon into the later afternoon hours. And this is a closer look at it, making its way, clouds around 7 a.m. Then we start to see some pop-up thunderstorms pop up around 4 p.m. and again a little bit later that afternoon, and I'll give you more details on that though in just a bit.
We'll catch you in a few. Thanks, Lindsay. After a year-long investigation, a report on President Biden's handling of top-secret classified documents has been delivered now to Congress. Natalie Brand has that story from Washington.
The special counsel is not recommending criminal charges against President Biden for his handling of classified documents following his time as vice president.
I was pleased to see they reached the conclusion I believed and knew all along they would.
The investigation began when sensitive papers were found in 2022 in the president's office at a think tank and at his Delaware home. They concern the war in Afghanistan and other matters of national security. The discovery became a flashpoint after former President Trump was found with top secret files after leaving the White House. He's facing criminal charges in that case, including obstructing the FBI's efforts to retrieve the documents.
Do we have two people who had documents that they should not have had? Absolutely. But the similarities really end there.
Legal analysts point to one major difference: President Biden's cooperation with the investigation.
It's that difference between saying, I did something wrong, I have documents I shouldn't have, You are welcome to continue to investigate. Here's what I know, and here's the key to my front door.
The report from special counsel Robert Hur was harshly critical of Biden's handling of government materials, saying Biden's conduct presented serious risks to national security, given the vulnerability of extraordinarily sensitive information. But he determined the evidence does not establish Mr. Biden's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Former President Trump released a statement saying the results prove there's a two-tiered system of justice. For more than 2 hours today, the Supreme Court questioned lawyers about whether the state of Colorado can disqualify former President Trump from appearing on that state's primary ballot. Nearly all of the justices seemed very skeptical of the Colorado ruling, which was made due to his connection with the January 6th insurrection. The justices suggested that excluding him could unfairly impact every other state in the union. Iraq is condemning a U.S. airstrike in Baghdad that killed a high-ranking militant commander. The drone strike in downtown Baghdad targeted one vehicle on a busy street. Pentagon says the commander killed was the mastermind behind the drone strike a week and a half ago that killed 3 American soldiers on a base in Jordan. Iraqi officials say repeated strikes on their country threaten to end the U.S.-led coalition there. Still ahead, an event bigger than just football.
Usher is ready for his Super Bowl debut. I'm Danya Backus with a look at what's expected from the halftime and pregame performances.
And next in Health Watch, researchers hope genetically engineered purple tomatoes can provide extra health benefits. Topping today's Health Watch, U.S. researchers find a person's chance of survival when receiving CPR for cardiac arrest in a hospital declines rapidly the longer it lasts, as you might expect. The chance of survival is 22% after a minute and less than 1% after 39 minutes without the detection of a heartbeat. The likelihood of no major brain damage is 15% after 1 minute of CPR and less than 1% after 32 minutes. A new UK study finds group rehabilitation improves quality of life for patients with long COVID. An 8-week program providing online group exercise and support sessions found patients reported less fatigue, pain, and depression compared to usual care. Patients were evaluated at 3 and 12 months after treatment. Would you try a purple tomato? A California company is planting seeds of nutrition and innovation with bioengineered fruit. Reporter Ashley Sharp has more.
It's not your everyday greenhouse.
This is the lab where we're developing new varieties of tomatoes. We're producing seeds and then we're trialing them.
A quick walk through and it becomes clear it's actually a science lab.
Through the natural ripening process, instead of turning red, they turn purple.
Where tomatoes are bioengineered to grow a bit different. Nathan Pumplin runs Norfolk Healthy Produce.
Our founder, Professor Kathy Martin, developed a special way using bioengineering to make a high antioxidant purple tomato.
The unique purple pigments are ripe with health benefits.
Anti-inflammatory activity, anti-cancer properties, they're good for heart health, lung health. And most of us simply don't eat enough of them.
But why purple? That color comes from naturally inserting the genes of a snapdragon flower into the fruit. From the vine to the table.
I love how these taste. Not just extra nutrition, but also more sustainability.
Saying bioengineering has the potential to drive food sustainability and decrease greenhouse gas emissions.
The more people see this and see the benefits and become comfortable with it, the more we'll be able to get the benefits as a society.
A treat to the taste buds and budding food science. Ashley Sharp, CBS News, Woodland, California.
Canadian researchers teamed with a Danish pharmaceutical company to discover a new cell that remembers allergies. The research could lead to better treatments for allergies, which are the most prevalent disease around the world. And that is a look at today's health news. A little bit later, a new report from the Congressional Budget Office shows an even bigger federal budget deficit.
Well, we had a pretty windy day today and yesterday. And it's going to continue like that for the rest of the evening. But if we take a look outside, it's beautiful. Checking out our Indigo Sky Casino and Resort camera, we see not a cloud in sight. Temperatures are pretty warm, up to 70 degrees. And it's going to be like that for the remainder of the evening and into tomorrow. We are going to track the next little system we've got moving into our area. It's right over here coming off our southwest coast, making its way into our area tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours on Friday. But right now, temperature is beautiful, 68 degrees in Joplin. As you can see, the sun setting and not a cloud in sight. Those winds are still pretty fast from the southwest, about 25 miles per hour, gusting almost up to 40 still. And this is going to stay like that for the remainder of the evening and into the morning hours of tomorrow. Gusting up to 38 in Stockton, Carthage. It's still going to be like that for our south or east counties over here. And then continuing on, we'll have another little batch of fast winds tomorrow noon coming out of the south for our southern counties, and we'll have a little bit more into the evening hours, but it's going to die down pretty quick as we move into Saturday. We won't have any more winds. Those winds are going to shift coming from the north, and they'll start to slow down a lot. We do have a little bit of a pop-up thunderstorm system moving into our area tomorrow evening. Clouds do start to roll in 7 a.m. tomorrow, but that rain won't make an appearance until the afternoon hours, right around 4 p.m. We start to see it pop up. And these are just going to be some quick pop-up thunderstorms. They're not going to be severe, but they might be loud. And that's going to continue on throughout the remainder of the evening. 6:30, we see them still in our areas, mostly on our eastern counties, but then they'll make its way out of here by 9 p.m. They should mostly be out of our area and into the evening. They'll be cleared out. Saturday, we're going to have a good day. Now, that's due to this little trough forming over our area right here. It starts making its appearance early Friday afternoon, and that's the reason for the instability and the thunderstorms that we're going to have Friday. Now, we do have another system, and this is going to be pretty severe coming in Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. This is a bigger trough making its way into our area, and it's going to start off as rain as we move into Sunday morning, and that'll start kind of appearing around Sunday noon, a little bit later in the afternoon, but we'll take a closer look at that here in just a sec. Starting to come in Sunday a little bit earlier, and then it'll continue throughout the remainder of Sunday afternoon and into Sunday night. This is going to stick around until Monday. So, like I said, tomorrow, pop-up thunderstorms, warm temperatures. Sunday, some showers, cooler temperatures, and then we'll get down to 40 on Monday with possibly some mixed rain and snow, and then it'll warm back up as we move into next week.
70 degrees tomorrow.
Yes,
Lindsay.
it'll be nice, but
guess
pop-up thunderstorms.
Yeah, all good things must come to an end.
Yeah.
Lindsay, thanks. Hey, Super Bowl week is putting a spotlight on an NFL player off the field for a cause close to his heart. Alex Singleton is a linebacker with the Denver Broncos. He's also a longtime supporter of the Special Olympics, where his sister has been an athlete for years. This week at the Super Bowl's Media Row, Singleton helped kick off a nutrition campaign for athletes with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It's the first nutrition program created for Special Olympics athletes, teaching healthy snacking habits to help them stay strong on the playing field.
To, give these, learning points and, how to snack and how to snack properly, in your 20s and 30s, to be able to, be an athlete your entire life is, so important. So to be able to, have this and, give playbooks, I think is the biggest thing in the world.
The Special Olympics estimates 60% of its athletes in the U.S. are overweight or obese. The new Snack Zone website just launched on specialolympics.org. Coming up, the Super Bowl isn't just about football. We're going to hear from this year's entertainers about preparing for the big game. Topping today's Consumer Watch, the federal budget deficit is expected to soar to $2.6 trillion in fiscal year 2034. That's according to the latest Congressional Budget Office outlook. The major reason behind the widening gap between revenue and spending, a spike in net interest payments on federal debt due to higher interest rates. Also, the aging population and rising federal health care costs, which will lead to more spending on Social Security and Medicare. The Federal Communications Commission has outlawed scam robocalls featuring fake artificial intelligence created voices. It's cracked down on deep fake technology that experts say could undermine election security or increase fraud. The FCC says it gives state attorneys general more legal tools to pursue illegal robocallers that use AI-generated voices to impersonate celebrities, politicians, and close family members. Cyber criminals raked in a record amount of ransom payments in 2023. According to a report in crypto tracking firm Chainalysis, cyber criminals extorted $1.1 billion from organizations around the world last year. The firm found ransom payments nearly doubled those tallied in 2022. While the 49ers and Chiefs get ready for the Super Bowl, so are the A-list pregame and halftime entertainers. Danya Bacchus has a preview of the much-anticipated performances.
Usher is ready for his Super Bowl debut, a show he describes as 30 years in the making.
You know, this is just really a testament of dedication. I don't have this moment by myself. All of my fans that I bring with me, each and every person that had anything to do with the music, the creativity, everybody is a part of this celebratory moment.
The 8-time Grammy winner says he wants to honor not just R&B music, but R&B performance and R&B spirit.
What I did is I was very mindful of my past, celebrating my present, which is here in Las Vegas, and thinking about where we're headed in the future.
Fans we spoke to are excited for the show.
I got my moves ready. I get dusting off the boots. Let's go.
Absolutely, positively, I can't wait.
And while Usher is certainly the headliner, there's also a star-studded lineup of pregame performers. Post Malone sings America the Beautiful. Andra Day performs Lift Every Voice and Sing, while country music legend Reba McEntire sings the national anthem.
It means that I get to sing a very special song for all Americans, people all around the world who have really worked so hard for our freedom.
The pregame and halftime shows will also feature American Sign Language performances by Daniel Durant, Angel Pinheiro, and Shaheem Sanchez. And it wouldn't be Las Vegas without betting angles. Fans are placing bets on how long the anthem will last and what song Usher sings first. Danya Bacchus, CBS News, Las Vegas.
Just for the record, Taylor Swift is not expected to make a surprise performance. Of course, if it was expected, I guess it wouldn't be a surprise, would it? Final check of the forecast up next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, how a 49ers coach's battle with cancer could improve treatment for future patients. Then on KOAM News at 6, we're going to have more on the money issues facing Fort Scott Community College. Plus, Freeman Health System takes some time to recognize National Burn Awareness Week. And Missouri Southern's women's basketball team looks to keep its hot streak going as they take on Lincoln. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Now, all week we've been highlighting different area schools celebrating the Chiefs' latest Super Bowl appearance with a Spirit Week. Everybody's doing this, it seems. Well, in Neosho, Missouri today, students at Rise Elementary celebrated with Travis Throwback Thursday. They were encouraged to either dress like it's 1987 or wear Travis Kelce's number 87.
They love it. They love to come up to school dressed up. They have so much fun. We have fun. They take pictures. And it just gives them something different and exciting to come to school in.
I love it when we come like Chiefs.
Tomorrow's theme in Neosho is Chiefs Fry-Yay, where students can wear anything red or Chiefs, because you have to indoctrinate those kids early. Make sure they grow up to be Chiefs fans. Absolutely. The weather looking pretty nice, at least tomorrow.
Yeah, temperature's going to be pretty warm, up to 70, but we do see some pop-up thunderstorms tomorrow evening. And then taking a look on Sunday, we will see a drop in temperatures with some showers. So Super Bowl Sunday may not be so beautiful.
Yeah, good day to stay inside and watch TV.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us. CBS Evening News is next. Of course, we're going to be right back here at 6. Let's make it a great evening.